Welcome back to another video, and as you can probably see, we are doing now the final part of my declutter series. So before this I have decluttered my eyeshadow palettes and my cheek products, so videos of those are up and can be found on my declutter playlist. But today we are focusing on lip products, and I have to say that my lip product drawer has been getting very overwhelming of late. So it's time to do some decluttering so that I will be able to get use out of products that I actually do like. But anyway, let's get to the video itself. As per in my other declutter videos, I will go these through by categories. So I will start with the more sort of inexpensive drugstore brands, then I will do indie brands, and lastly I will do my higher end brand lip products. However, before going to the lipsticks and liquid lipsticks and lip glosses, I will first go through very quickly my lip liners because I don't think I really have issues with these ones. However, there are a few of that I will probably getting rid of. So these aren't categorized per price category or what sort of makeup brand they come from. These are all the lip liners I own, and these are something that we're gonna go through very quickly. So the ones that I will be decluttering will be these two. So these are lip liners from GlamShop, which is a Polish indie brand, which I have been raving about in my channel quite a bit. However, the quality of these lip liners, it's just not my favorite. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Almost. Yeah. So unfortunately with these ones, and you can see I have used them quite a lot. So the main issue I have with this one is that they are really hard to, you don't really get pigment with these too easily. You really have to push a lot of these to get some color onto your lips, and they are quite uncomfortable to use. So for that reason I am decluttering them. I do believe they recently reformulated their lip liners, so I haven't tried the newer formula, and if you have tried that, then comment down below, is it better than the old ones? But I feel that these old ones unfortunately aren't very good, and also they, even despite that they are a bit they aren't as creamy as some other lip liners, they don't still last. I didn't think these lasted that long, so yeah, unfortunately these will be decluttered, but I am hoping that I will be able to try their newer lip liner formula soon, and we will see then that is it better than the previous one that they have. So next lip liners are the ones from Beautybay that are over here, and let's see if we can, yeah, I'm gonna take these ones from below so we can focus on these ones. So these are the by Beautybay. So Beautybay is a UK online makeup retailer, and they sell other brands, but they also have their own brand makeup, and these are the more sort of nude. The other one is more pinkier nude, and the other one is more sort of orange toned nude, but these are very good lip liners. These aren't the most creamiest ones, so they are a bit more sort of harder, stiffer, but I do think that these actually last relatively well. The only downside I will say with both of these is I don't think if the camera will be able to pick up, but the corks of both of these has cracks on it, and I will be showing the W7 lip liner soon, which are actually more inexpensive than the Beautybay ones. However, with those or any other lip liners for that matter that I haven't had the issues of both of the corks sort of breaking. So that's sort of one thing that I think you should be aware of, that the packaging is not the most long lasting. But I do say that if you like the more sort of stiffer traditional pencil formula in terms of lip liners, then these are definitely something that you should consider, and they do last quite long in use because these aren't as creamy as some other formulas, so you don't use these up that quickly. So these are still staying, and definitely a recommendation if you're looking for more inexpensive lip liner formula. Just remember that the packaging isn't the most long lasting. So next are two lip liners from Lumene, and I believe Lumene is a Finnish brand, and they do have, I think they mostly have skincare, but they do have some makeup, and I think I will be getting rid of these, and simply because you really, just like the GlamShop ones, I barely will, even though I press and press and press, you don't really get that much color onto your lips. And also, even though these are the more sort of like stiffer formula again, just like the GlamShop ones, these I also don't think these have the longevity to sort of like forgive the fact that you do have to work to get these on your lips. So the colors are very beautiful, this sort of more lighter, rosier one, and then this more one. But even though, for example, this looks quite dark, it's the same issue that with this one, that the color is very hard to get to onto your lips. So that is the reason why I am getting rid of both of these. And also these aren't exactly the most inexpensive lip liners on the market. So I think Lumen makeup is quite mid-range priced, but unfortunately, at least for me, these really aren't worth the money, and I would not recommend. I have tried some foundations from the brand and a powder, and I did like those, but these lip liners are something that I wouldn't recommend buying from them. Next is a liner from Revolution Pro, and so this is a Makeup Revolution brand liner, and it's quite shiny, so let's see how the camera will like it, but here it is. So the only reason why I'm keeping this, and why isn't this focusing right now? Let's see if I can get my camera to work with me today. Has been a bit hard, yeah. So the only reason why I'm keeping this is, as you probably have seen from some of my videos, I don't wear red lipsticks that often because I like a more brighter eye and then a more sort of subtle, more nude pinkish lip. So the only reason why I'm keeping this is because it's the only red liner that I have within my collection. So that's why I'm keeping it. The formula is quite creamy. It's not the most, how should I say, long-lasting one, but it will get you through the day. And it does what a lip liner is supposed to do, which is making, for example, red lipsticks, which can be very messy to spread onto your lips. So this makes it easier to manage. And this is more sort of a seasonal product for me. So now that Christmas is coming and there are going to be some New Year's celebration, those are usually the times of the year that I will wear a red lip. So I don't use it that often, but because it has a very specific function within my collection, it's the reason why it's staying. And this was a limited edition from the Marilyn Monroe collection that Revolution Pro did quite some time ago, so this isn't available anymore. But I generally think I have owned Makeup Revolution series lip liners before, and I think those have been quite good for the price. So if you're looking for drugstore lip liners and Makeup Revolution is a brand that's easily available for you, then those are something that I could recommend based on my previous experiences. Now for lip liners that I would definitely recommend if it's a brand that's easily available for you. So these are the W7 pencil lip liners. They also have the ones where you retrievable ones that, for example, the Revolution Pro one was that I showed previously. But if you want a good drugstore pencil traditional lip liner that is creamy and does still have quite a relatively good longevity in terms of day, then I would very warmly recommend this. I almost have the whole line, so with these pencil, in this pencil form line, I think they only have like 4 or 5 shades, and as you can see, I own 3 of them, so I basically have over half of them, and these are also very long. I have used mine quite a lot, you can see that they are very well loved, but I think this one that, the pinkish one that is the sort of, I think the newest one, you really get quite a lot of also product. The pens are like almost the long as, for example, that maybe someone's, I don't know, arm's length or something. So you get a lot of products and they also are very easy to use. If you don't like a super creamy lip liner, then I don't think these are for you. But if you want something that's inexpensive and glides to your lips really well and lasts relatively well, then I would recommend these. And the price of these is like a few euros or something. And unlike the Beautybay ones, I haven't had the issue of the corks breaking down with these. So also the packaging, despite being expensive, is something that does last. And yeah, a recommendation, and these aren't definitely going anywhere because these are lip liners that I also definitely use the most from my collection. So next there are 2 lip liners from Essence, and I haven't used these, so these I have been sort of holding out, I think especially for declutter, because as you have probably seen, there have been some previous ones that have been a bit similar to the colors of these. However, now that there are some that lip liners that will be out of my collections, I will be trying these out. And why I bought this is that I think on YouTube and on social media, these have gotten quite a good reviews. These are the retrievable ones. I actually prefer the pencil ones because you can sharpen them, but I have still seen quite good reviews of these. So that is the reason why I wanted to try them. And also because Essence is another very good inexpensive brand that is easily available here in Europe. So I want to try these out and definitely see if I can recommend them. And as you can see, the two colors are these sort of darker nudes. So yeah, can't say anything about how they perform, but now that there will be some space in my collection, I will be testing them out and maybe I will mention them in some roundup review video later on. But definitely, because they are unused, they are staying in my collection. And last, a lip liner. So this is a liner from the MUA Makeup Academy brand. And this has also been a new favorite for me. So you will see later on in the video a lipstick that goes with this. And this is a very good option for the drugstore if MUA is a brand that's easily available for you. Again, you get quite a lot of product. The pen originally has been quite long. And this is sort of this very traditional nude color that goes quite well with different kind of lip glosses and with lipsticks. So, and the longevity of this is also quite good. This isn't I don't think this is as creamy as the W7 one. So perhaps if you're looking for a drugstore lip liner that is not so creamy, then I think these could be a good options, because this is a bit, again, a stiffer formula. But it's not something that still you have to tug and really push to get color on. So even though it's a bit stiffer, it's still something that's still easy to apply, and the longevity is quite good. So another drugstore recommendation, and this is the last lip liner from this declutter. Okay, and let's get to the actual lip products, even though the lip liners are of course lip products. And first we're going through the more inexpensive drugstore brands, and we will start with by Beautybay. So first thing we have is a gloss, and I'm not gonna open this because this is unopened, and I believe the shade name of it is called Ballet. Yeah. So I haven't actually used the by Beautybay gloss formula, and this has been one of those products that has been quite pushed back in my drawer. So it's not going anywhere because I want to try the lip gloss formula, but just so you know, I can't really say about the quality of it yet, but it's staying in my collection. So next one is a lip balm, and I believe these are, I don't know what's the status of these on the website. I believe you can get these in a set of 3, but I don't think you can get them individually right now. And this is the more sort of reddish one. But even though the color of this looks quite dark, you only get very sheer layer of color. So this is truly more of a lip balm than actually a lip gloss or a full-on lipstick. It is quite, how should I say, it's probably not my favorite lip balm formula. So for a lip balm, I'm really looking that they are quite hydrating, but this really doesn't, it's not the most hydrating one. I mean, it feels nice on the lips, but for a lip balm, not my favorite formula. However, I believe I am keeping this because this is something that I know I will be using up quite quickly, because it's not as hydrating. I feel that I have to apply quite a lot of it to my lips in order for me to feel comfortable wearing it. So if you're looking for a very hydrating lip balm, then this is definitely not for you. But if you're looking for something to put on your lips and give maybe a bit of color, then this could be a good option. But like I said, I don't think you can buy currently these individually on the website, but you have to buy them in a set. And last Beautybay lip product is a lipstick from them. So this is the shade called Cake. And this is actually unused. So I used to have their lipstick in the, and now my camera isn't focusing. Let's see. Yeah. So I used to have their lipstick in the original matte formula, and unfortunately that wasn't my favorite. I felt that it went on quite, the formula was almost like for matte lipsticks too emollient. So what happened on my lip is that it felt that I had to baby the formula all the time. I almost felt like it was slipping from my lips, even though it was supposed to be a matte bullet lipstick. So this is the more, I would say, satin formula that they have, but I haven't tried this out yet. So I can't really comment how this sort of more satin formula, is it better than their original matte formula? But it's something that I will be trying and probably getting back to you if I feel it's something worth mentioning. But the shade, it's a nice nude color, though I'm a bit concerned, is it maybe too light for me? Well, that is something that we will have to see later on. But yeah, for now it's a keep, but from previous experience from their bullet lipstick formula, I wasn't impressed with the more matte one, but I hope the satin one is a bit better than the all matte formula they released the original bullet lipsticks in. So next brand is a W7, so another, how should I say, European, UK-based makeup brand that's usually quite easily accessible if your country has it. So the first one, this is a dupe for the, I believe it's the NYX, the sort of lip oils. And for me, this sort of thick drip, which is named, the shade name of it is Spotlight. And for me, I definitely say this is more of a gloss than a lip oil. I wouldn't say it's the most hydrating one, so that's why firstly it doesn't feel like a lip oil for me, but the formula is quite nice. It does give quite a nice shine to your lips. I can't really say how it compares to the NYX formula, but it has been a nice product to use. The only thing I would say for the applicator, I'm gonna show it. So it does like look on surface that the applicator gives you quite a lot of product, but I feel actually that that once you get the initial layer of product applied, you do actually have to dig in a second or third time into this sort of container to get more product out of it. So even though it looks like it has this really fat, nice doe foot applicator that would get a lot of product to your lips, I have felt that actually the applicator only gets like very little product one, and then you have to go and dig out more product. So that's something that I have just noted using this. I think I'm almost have used this up, so I will be keeping it because I know I will be able to probably finish this up within this year. So next is a product that I will be decluttering. So this is sort of a set from the summer collection, and this is sort of a lip balm. But when I bought this, I didn't realize that this packaging is... so this is sort of a cardboard packaging, and it's very flimsy feeling, like even though this is a very inexpensive brand, and as you can see, this sort of like, I think these are supposed to be duping a Too Faced lip products if I'm not mistaken. But because of the packaging and it just, I'm afraid all the time when this is in my drawer that once a product falls onto this, or if I put this in my purse, then this will just break because the packaging just feels too light and it's a very thin cardboard packaging. So because of that, and because I'm afraid that the packaging will break and cause the product to spread out in my purse or in my makeup drawer, I'm decluttering this from my collection. So as you can probably see, this looks a bit familiar, and I actually, later on when we will go through the higher end lip products, I actually do own the Tarte Maracuja lips that this is supposed to be duping. So W7 came, I think it was on spring. They came out with series of these lippies that are duping the Tarte lip glosses, and this is in the shade, I believe... Okay, I can't tell what shade name this is because they are really bad at putting the shade names. But anyway, I'm trying to see if I can get it open. So it is this quite nice bright pink looking color though, because this is a gloss. I know it won't be as opaque once you get it on the lips. And yeah, I haven't used this yet, but I do want to make a comparison how this compares to the Tarte one, and that is why it's staying within my collection. So next, another product that is staying. So again, this might look familiar, and if you didn't know, I should have said it already when I showed the sort of lip oil one. So W7 is a dupe brand, and they dupe a lot of these sort of higher end products, from eyeshadow palettes to cheek products to lip products. So this is obviously duping the Huda Beauty. I believe the Huda Beauty product is also technically categorized as either lip balm or lip oil. But yeah, I'm keeping this because I actually do like the color, so this will probably be very opaque on the lips, but this has this sort of nice pink iridescent glow to it, so it is definitely a keep, even though I still haven't used it yet. And here will be another product that I will be decluttering. So this is their liquid lipstick formula, and unfortunately the color, I have tried this once, and this is too bright of a pink for me to be using. As I said already with the lip liners, when I showed the Revolution Pro lip liner, I don't wear these sort of very bright, dark bright lip colors a lot, and only in special occasions. And I also felt that I have tried this once, and it was a very drying, like liquid lipstick formula. There are certain liquid lipstick formulas that I do like, but unfortunately with this one it's just too drying, and also because of the color I'm just going to get rid of it. Next is the only next product from lip in terms of lip products that I have. So these are their lip glosses that I think they came out with these, was it in the beginning of the year? I think these were quite popular because I remember these being sold out almost everywhere from stores and from online stores where I live in. And I do remember also quite a lot of people said that these were sold out where they lived in. So I haven't tried this yet, but because it's unopened and I do want to try these out, and these actually have very nice scents to them. So if you're scent sensitive, then definitely don't get these, but these all have sort of very sweet scents themed based on some sweet. So I think this is supposed to be Milk and Hunky is the name, so I believe this might be like ice cream or milk. I'm not sure what's the scent like really supposed to be, but it has a very sweet scent. And for example, if you get the more darker shades, the berry ones, so those smell like cherries and raspberries. So if you like scented lip products, then definitely something you could look into. I will be getting back maybe at some point on how do I like the formula, but I do like this sort of more sort of pale brown nude lip color, because obviously this isn't going to be too opaque on the lips. This is another individual product. So this is the MUA lipstick that I was referring to when I showed the MUA lip liner, and this has become one of my, I have used this lipstick a lot. So for me, this is probably one of the most perfect nudist colors, and let's see if my camera will be able to focus, maybe or maybe not. But this is one of the most perfect nude lip colors that I own, and I use this considering that I think I got these on the beginning of the summer. This has been like my go-to darker nude color, and this just is something, and I have had a lot of people actually praising how nice this color looked, and I have actually had people asking what lip product I'm wearing. So the packaging is this more sort of lighter plastic packaging, because again MUA is an inexpensive brand. But definitely, even though the packaging is a bit light feeling, I would definitely recommend these if the brand is again something that's easily available to you, because it's this very sort of nice satin lip formula that still it's not too messy, and the colors they have are quite beautiful. So they have more nude color in this, but they also have sort of darker and brighter reddish colors. So I think there's something for everyone within this line. But yeah, another great drugstore recommendation in terms of lip products. I think we will go through my Kiko Milano lips, and I actually didn't realize I have this many lip products from them. So first one, this is their traditional sort of bullet lipstick from them. This was from their spring collection. I believe this was from the Valentine's collection. And here it is. So this is this sort of mauvey purple satin lipstick color. It is a bit on the edge. Is it again something that I use daily? However, because it is a bit darker and more muted, I do get use out of this. But with this one, a lot of Kiko products, well, not a lot of, some of them have this sort of very strange, how should I say, old school makeup scent, sort of scent that I associate with makeup that my mother's makeup used to smell like. So, while Kiko's quality with makeup is very good for the price, they are more expensive drugstore priced brand from Italy, but it is still usually very good quality. However, some of their products have this very sort of old school makeup scent that I'm not a fan of, and with this one, it's something that actually lingers quite a long time when you apply this to your lip. So when you apply this to your lip, you can sort of smell it quite well, and you can even taste it a bit. So that is actually something that I'm not such a big fan of, and something you should be aware of. I have noticed that it's not an issue with all of their products, but it is issue with some of their products. But it is still something that I do use. It's one of the few sort of brighter colors that I actually use in my more daily makeup. And the formula itself, it's quite nice. It is this more sort of satiny formula, and the longevity of it, well, it's a satin lipstick, so you will have to reapply it after you eat. And this can be a bit messy, so if you eat something that's more oily, maybe check afterwards that how your face is looking, because with the messy foods, this is definitely something that can get all over your face. This is the only, well, it's not the only one. I actually noticed that I do have another liquid lipstick that I think my mother brought to me when she was visiting Italy. But this is the first liquid lipstick that I tried from Kiko. This is again from the same spring collection that the lipstick is from. And again, this has the very unpleasant old school makeup scent that lingers on your lips and nose, and you can actually taste. So that has something going against it. However, about the ew, there's a bug. Sorry about that. That's disgusting. It's getting cold in my country, so I don't know why we still have insects coming inside, but just ignore that. Anyway, back to the liquid lipstick. So about this formula, it's not my favorite. I'm curious to when I will get to try the other liquid lipstick that is unopened, and I will be showing after, because that's, I believe, is a liquid lipstick from their permanent line. So Kiko has a permanent line of products, and then they have the limited edition products. And I think my short experience so far is that some of their more permanent line products can be better compared to some of their limited edition products, though has been some variation, because I do feel overall, for example, the stuff from their Christmas collection that I have from last year, that those generally have been a good quality. But regarding this liquid lipstick, it's not my favorite. It doesn't dry down completely, which means that it has a habit of, if you don't look after it during the day, that it can pile up to your lips. And also, if you have eaten something and you try to reapply it, the new layer doesn't apply that well on top of the old layer. So this is something that needs a bit of finishing, and something that does need babying during the daytime if you need to reapply it. The nude color is something that I do have to wear a bit of a darker lip line under this, so this is on the edge of being a bit too light for me. But yeah, so not my favorite. However, I have managed to use this quite a lot, and I do believe this is a product that I will be able to use up, so I am keeping it, but not a favorite from the brand. And this is their permanent line of liquid lipstick that I haven't tried yet, though I do think they might have, they have reformulated their look. Kiko has been doing a lot of reformulating this year in terms of their permanent line of products, which can be a good thing. So I don't know yet what this will be like. It can be good or it can be bad. It is, again, being on the edge if it is going to be too bright for me, but I will be giving this a try. And if I don't like the formula, and because this is getting to the edge of being maybe one of those more brighter colors that I don't use a lot, then I might declutter it after, but I will give this a go and see if it's something that I want to keep within my lip collection. Last Kiko lip product. So these are the 3D lip glosses, and I'm gonna say this, I tried the champagne gold one today first time, and I'm a fan. These feel very beautiful, and they look, of course, I'm not gonna completely vouch for the pink one yet, because I assume they have the same formula, but you never know. But so far, at least with this one, this is getting to a point where I'm thinking that these are even better than the Fenty, for example, the Fenty lip glosses that I have quite a few of, and you will see later in this video. But so far, big fan of these. The formula feels very nice. It's almost better than some of, no, it is definitely better than even some higher end formulas that I have tried. The shine of these, they have different variations of these, and I was recently in Brussels where I bought some new Kiko products, and from there I got the lip glosses, and unfortunately a lot of the particularly sparkly gloss shades, those were sold out from the store that I went in. So I am definitely already thinking about maybe ordering online, or if I visit again a country that has a Kiko store, because they recently came out with a line of the more of the sort of glossy ones, but they do also have these more sort of traditional sheen formulas. So definitely, if you see these in store and you find colors that you like, then I would definitely recommend trying these out, because so far I think the gloss formula is just beautiful. I'm gonna show quickly, because I only have 2 lip products from this line or this brand, so I will be showing the 2 Revolution lip products Revolution brand lip products that I have together, because I only have 2 of them. So this first one, this is a lip oil and this is quite a new, considering that Revolution constantly comes out with new ones. I haven't tried it yet. It still actually has the plastic on top of it, but I saw this on store that we have stocked some Revolution products and bought it. It was sort of wasn't exactly a planned purchase, but it was like something 5 or 6 euros. So yeah, Can't say anything about it, but it is still staying in my collection. And next product that I will be excited to try at some point. So these are their new Bullet Matte lipsticks. And I have tried their satin lipsticks a few years ago when I was still using quite a lot of Revolution products. And I really did like their satin lipstick. And the shade range they had with these is quite beautiful, though our store only got some of the shades. So if you don't see all of the shades in store, they have the full range on their online website. But I'm definitely excited to try this because the Bullet is feels quite high quality. It's a quite heavy packaging, so it doesn't feel like a drugstore brand. And at least the demos I have seen from this seems that the formula is quite good quality. So this is something that I'm definitely excited to try soon. Another individual brand, so from Essence, again, even though it's a drugstore brand, that's quite easily available for me. So with Essence, I only have this one product, and this is a lip tint, and I think this is one of the few lip tints that I actually own. Haven't tried it yet, but something that I will keep in my collection, because I know lip tints have been quite popular, because a lot of K-beauty trends have been making their way to European makeup brands, and also because K-beauty has become more accessible, at least here in Europe. I don't know what's the situation, for example, in North America. So I will be trying this at some point, and if I feel it's something special or something that I should mention, then I could mention it in a roundup review video. But this is definitely, I felt that because it was quite inexpensive, that I'm gonna try how I feel about the lip tint craze, and if I feel it's something for me, then I can go and buy maybe a K-beauty one or something that's more expensive. But I thought that I might try the trend with a more of an inexpensive product, because then if I don't like it, then this was only a few euros, and then I can declutter it without having to worry that I spent a huge amount of money to it. I think we are at the end of drugstore brands, so lastly I will go to Catrice, and first is a product that I will say these run if you have these in store or if you have a retailer and get this. So these are duping, I believe the Givenchy is the one that they're duping. So these are the sort of, I believe these are technically meant to be lip balms or lip oils. And this feels amazing on the lips. It's so hydrating. It has a bit of a cooling effect, though. It has a cooling effect in a nice way and not in a way that makes your lips tingle or feel itchy or something like that. I wouldn't say these are like plumping, but they definitely do make your lips look very nice and smooth. So if these are available to you, I would definitely recommend trying these out. Last drugstore one. So these are the Catrice Matte Bullet lipsticks that they came out with. I believe it was their spring edit launch this year. And I believe these were one of the more popular products from the launch, and I'm gonna be ashamed to say that I haven't tried these. These have been sitting in my drawer for a while now. And I believe these are meant to not completely dupe, but be products for the NARS Audacious lipsticks. I think similarly of what Elf has come out with a dupe product from. The shade range of this is quite nice. It is more sort of reddish berry heavy. I don't think they had that many nude shade in this, but I'm now hoping to get once I will be getting some rid of products, I really need to try these out, because if I don't use these, and because these are the sort of traditional bullet lipsticks, these will start getting moldy at some point. So there's no use of keeping these in my drawer just because I like the look of them. But can't say anything about the formula, but I believe these did get quite a lot of good reviews, and they do have quite many shades within these. And I think actually in the fall edit, they did extend the line. I think they brought out, I can't say was it a more reddish color, or maybe was it one of those bright pink colors that have been very popular because of the Barbie movie. But nevertheless, I do remember that they have extended the line with their other launches. Let's get to some indie lips, and actually I was quite surprised. I would have assumed that I have more indie lip products, but actually I don't have that many. So first is something that I will be decluttering. So this is the GlamShop liquid lipstick formula, and this is something that I will be getting rid of. This shade looks ashy gray on my lips, which is a bit strange considering that I do have a rosy cool undertone, but this looks straight out of gray, even though in the tube it looks sort of pinkish, and that is the reason why initially that it would work out for me. Also, this isn't the most long-lasting of lip formulas. I felt that you didn't even have to eat anything particularly greasy. even if I drank some water from the glass, I immediately saw that there was product left on the rim of the glass. So I don't know why they have actually categorized this as liquid lipstick, because it really doesn't last, even though you would just take a sip from your water bottle or from a water glass. And usually, like basic liquid lipsticks, they should at least somehow adhere to water. Oil products oily foods are different, because oil is something that will dissipate any kind of makeup. But yeah, not a favorite from the brand. I have tried other lip products from the brand that I have liked more, even though I don't have any in my collection currently, but the liquid lipsticks, unfortunately, not my favorite, and this will be going. This one I will just show quickly. So this is the Blend Bunny liquid lipstick, and I believe this is one of the liquid lipsticks that came with the Sugar and Crunch palettes, and I haven't tried this yet. So again, another product to try, and I'm trying to get to see which shade is Sweetheart here. So this is the more, I'm not gonna open it because I want to preserve the product until I will be actually able to use it, but this is the more sort of pinkish liquid lipstick that they came out with. So going to maybe get back at some point how I feel about it, but staying because I do want to, do like Blend Bunny's eyeshadows, and I now want to, of course, try out and see are their lip products also as good as their eyeshadow products. Another product that I will just show quickly. So I don't actually know what the name of this brand is. It doesn't actually read anywhere in the packaging. I got this from the Glossybox advent calendar last year, and this is the only like traditional red lipstick that I own, and I will just show that color quickly. So this is the shade that I use together with the Revolution Pro lip liner, and like I mentioned already while talking the lip liner, red is a seasonal product for me, so I only really need to have one sort of bright, this kind of red lip product in my collection, because there are just very particular times of the year that I use this. In terms of being a liquid lipstick, it's again, it's not as bad as the GlamShop one that I just decluttered, but also this is another one that's not the most long lasting. This will handle if you drink from a glass, but any kind of food, even though it wouldn't be particularly oily food, will melt this. Though the wearing off, it does wear off quite nice, sort of smoothly. So with this one, I haven't felt that I have to worry about that I have patchy areas on my lips after I have eaten something. But if you're looking for something super long lasting, then this is definitely something not like that. But as I said, because it's the only red that I have, and we are coming to the season, the few times of the seasons year that I use red, it's staying. So again, an individual product. So this is a Lethal Cosmetics Bullet Lipsticks. I will put the cap here. So this is some more sort of matte lipstick, bullet lipstick formula. I have tried Lethal first time this year, so I got the lipstick as a Christmas present last year. However, I didn't got to use it until the beginning of this year, and this year I did actually buy in the summer my first Lethal eyeshadow palette that you have seen in my eyeshadow declutter. I actually like the lipstick. It's for a matte lipstick, it's quite nice. It doesn't feel super drying, because some bullet matte lipsticks, they can start feel drying during the daytime. But yeah, it's a nice mauvey color, and it is a lipstick that I have gotten quite a lot of use, because it's the sort of everyday shade that I can just throw into my purse and it will go with most of the other makeup that I'm wearing. So yeah, definitely a keep. And if you're thinking about trying these, I don't know if these are now available on their website, but definitely a lipstick worth trying if you have liked other Lethal products. Last indie brand lips, so Oden's Eye, and as you probably have know from my other declutters, Oden's Eye is one of my favorite brand, and here is the first product, and let's see if my camera is gonna focus. Yeah, maybe like that. So this is my absolute favorite liquid lipstick formula. So I think for me what makes this a very good liquid lipstick formula is that it actually wears out quite nicely, but it's not super drying, but it's still quite it lasts relatively well during the daytime. So I don't have to constantly be reapplying this, and it does last use. However, it's also not one of those that will just completely dry out your lips once you apply them. However, what I would wish is that they would extend the shade range. So I think for some time now I don't think they actually have extended the shade range at any point in this line, and all the shades are these sort of very reddish orangey tones, so they don't have nudes, they don't have like pinky tones. So that is just something I wish they will do in the future. But this is definitely the kind of liquid lipstick formula that I very much like, and definitely a keep within my collection. Next, Oden's eye lip product. So this is their bullet lipstick, and I believe they have sort of satin finish and a matte finish in this. And I actually have had one of the matte bullet lipsticks, and I unfortunately didn't like it. That formula was very thuggy, it was very dry, even though it was like sort of bullet lipstick formula, and it was just hard to apply. So I believe this is the shade, let's see, Love Jasmine is the shade name of this. And I haven't tried this yet, but I hope that this, I wanted to buy a new bullet lipstick from them, and that is why I chose to buy the more sort of satin-like, even though this looks very matte on my camera. And I hope this is more comfortable to wear compared to the matte one, which, like I said, it was just very hard to generally work with. The last of the indie brand. So this is the lip gloss that came out with the Angelica Nyqvist and Oden's Eye Halloween collection. And I was very excited about this because this was like the first more sort of nude mauvish color compared to the very bright orangey and reddish shades the brand has usually come out with. And I think I already said this on my monthly roundup review. This is definitely a formula that I hope they will be releasing more products in, because I have been really liking this. And I think I did use this quite a lot during the week that I had this on my makeup rotation. So if this is still available, I would definitely check this out and maybe add it to your cart. Oden's Eye recently came out with their Christmas holiday palettes. The newer ones, they also re-released the old ones that sold out really quickly last year. So if you are looking for good lip products to throw in your cart and these are still available and you want to support Angie, then definitely a recommendation from that collab and generally from the lip products that they have come out with. Right, so we're on the last stretch of the lip declutter. I think I knew when I already started filming this that this will not take as long as with my other products, because with lip products I do have them quite a lot, but I think it has been more manageable than some of my other product categories. But let's get to the higher end ones. So let's first start with the NARS ones, which I only have two from. So this is their Maracuja lip glosses. So these are their quite sort of OG popular products, and this is the shade, I believe this one is in the shade, let's see if I can get it to the camera to show. Yeah, it's not focusing, but the shade is Orchid. Yeah, so yeah, my camera is not cooperating today, but yeah, so this is the shade Orchid. It is the sort of more, I think, it's not orange, I think it's somewhere between an orange and a rosy shade, and these do have a bit of a color to them, so if you apply these particularly over your lip line, you will get quite an opaque layer of color on your lips. And these are very sort of creamy lip glosses, so if you're not a fan of these sort of super creamy lip glosses, then this might not be the formula for you. And these are a bit thicker, because I know some people don't like the very sort of gloopy, thicker lip gloss formula, so I think that is something you should be aware of. But yeah, I actually do like this formula, the clicky pen format. I really don't have a strong opinion about it. I know some people are not fan of it, and then I know there are some people who actually do like it quite a lot. But yeah, definitely a stay in my collection, and they do have they now have these pH adjusting ones, and they have the plumping ones, which are something that I don't want my lip products to tingle or something like that on my lips. So I just like these more sort of traditional ones. And these are maybe something that I might be buying more shades in if I happen to go to a country that has Sephora, but just like many other Sephora brands, Tarte is not something I can get in my country, so I either have to order online or buy when I'm visiting abroad. So next is a mini. So this is a mini from their sort of, I believe they are like traditional lipsticks that are in this sort of longer, slimmer packaging. And this is a very beautiful pinkish shade. I will see what is the name of this. So was it Rose? Yeah, now you can, I think, yeah. So this is the shade Rose. It's a very nice, nice traditional pinkish shade. Something that I am keeping because first of all, this is small, so I do travel with this quite a lot. And even though this is a small amount of product, I do find that this will last you quite long, unless of course you use this daily, then this will most likely run out quite quickly. And it's quite a traditional satin lipstick formula, so obviously you will have to reapply this during the daytime. But regardless, I will be keeping it, and as I said, I do actually like how this feels on my lips, and the color is very beautiful. Next, let's go to Charlotte Tilbury, and from Charlotte I have 2 lip products just like I had from Tarte. So first is a product that I have used. So this is their sort of, I think this is her like the lip gloss that she has. So was it like, I actually don't know what's the formula name. So the shade is Pinkgasm, and this came with the Pinkgasm when they re-released the face palette that I have, and I have actually featured in a reel, was called Lovegasm, and this is sort of one of the lip glosses that came out with the same collection. So this was her summer launch, and I think there is another lip gloss that's in a bit darker shade that came with the same release. It's a nice lip gloss. I wouldn't say that is it worth the Charlotte Tilbury price tag. I would much rather spend your money, for example, on the Kiko glosses that are more inexpensive. I like my glosses to have a bit of sparkle, so this is more sort of sheen gloss. The pink shade, it does give you a bit of a pink tint on your lips, but again, if you want this sort of very bright pink that the packaging looks like, then you have to put a lip liner underneath. So it's an okay gloss, but is it worth the Charlotte Tilbury price tag? That's a bit questionable. But it's also not a bad gloss, because I do believe some people have said that her lip gloss formula is sticky, but I don't feel that this is like terribly sticky or anything. But like I said, it's nothing spectacular compared to, especially for the price that these are selling in. And the second one that we have, so this is the liquid lipstick formula that she came out with, with I believe it was on summer. This is unopened. This is in the Pillow Talk color, and can't really comment anything about the formula. We'll be trying at some point. I will say that at least, unlike with the glosses, the packaging at least feels like a Charlotte Tilbury, like a high-end packaging. So obviously when you are paying for a high-end price, you want to also that it somehow shows. So at least in terms of the packaging, this feels like a luxury lip product. However, can't comment anything about the performance of this, and something I will be probably getting back on in a roundup review once I will get to using this. Go to Natasha Denona, and from her I have 3 products from. So this is her lip gloss. This came with the My Dream collection, and it's this sort of the My Dream collection. She came out with cheek palette, some lip products, and then the eyeshadow palette, which are supposed to be like Natasha Denona's like ideal products for her. And I haven't gotten yet to try this, so can't comment anything about the formula. And unlike with her bullet lipsticks that I will be showing next, I can't generally say that what kind of lip gloss formula she has. So we'll be trying this at some point, but it is definitely staying in my collection, just that I haven't gotten to try this yet. Next are the 2 bullet lipsticks that I own from her. This is a shade that I have used, so this was in the, I think it was a summer collection where she had a few of the brighter shades. And then here is a more of a berry shade that I haven't used yet from her collection. Let's see if my camera is... Yeah, my camera isn't cooperating today, but what else is new? Anyway, so regarding her lipstick formula, it is more of a satin formula. I don't know technically are these categorized as either satin or matte bullet lipsticks, but it is more satiny feeling. And this, I think, is one of my favorite higher end lipstick formulas. So because it's more of a satin formula, it's not too drying. However, I do believe it shows that these are more sort of a higher end brand in a way that even though these are satin lipsticks, these do last relatively well. Obviously, if you eat with these and drink a lot with these, then you will have to reapply them. But they don't wear off patchy, and they reapply very nicely. Something, for example, the reason why I no longer have Charlotte Tilbury bullet lipsticks is that with her bullet lipsticks, I felt that once you sort of reapplied them, you couldn't reapply those without using a lip liner, because something in the Charlotte Tilbury formula, for me at least, made them look like they were somehow a bit messy on the lips when you didn't have a lip liner with you when you reapplied with them. However, with these ones, I feel that you don't need a lip liner during the day. If you reapply them, they will still look very nice. So definitely a formula favorite for me, and none of these are going away. So we're getting to the last one. So the second to last brand that I'm showing today will be the Pat McGrath, and this is her lip glosses, and again, a product that I haven't used yet, so I can't really say anything about the quality of it. I do believe I have gotten, just like I have gotten quite a lot of the lip products that I will be showing you at a sale, and as I have always said with Pat McGrath, never buy her full price, always buy her on sale because she runs those like seriously very often on her website. But I can't comment anything about the formula of this because I haven't tried it yet. It's a nice pinky color, so probably something that I will like, and there is a bit of a gold reflect. I don't know if my camera will be able to pick it up. But yeah, something I will be getting back maybe at some point if I feel it's worth mentioning. So next are the three matte bullet lipsticks that I have from her. I will be showing the other bullet lipstick that I have in her other formula from last, but these are the sort of traditional matte bullet lipsticks that I know she is quite famous for aside from her Mothership palettes. And these are very long lasting, but these are drying, so I can't use these every day. I do use these on days when I know that I need my makeup to last very long, or when I'm traveling, when I need longevity from my makeup. And these are, even though these wear off during the daytime, these do tend to leave a bit of a layer of color underneath. So even though you would eat and drink during the daytime, you don't have to worry about finding out in the mirror that you have patchy colors on your lip. But just so you're aware, this is a quite drying formula, and that's why it probably is long lasting. But just so you're aware that if you have a dry lips, then this is a formula that probably won't suit you. So I have, like, as you can probably see, I have one mini that I got as an extra when I made a purchase on her website, and then I have the two like full size ones that I have bought. But just like I said with the lip glosses, I think all of the full size ones I have gotten on sale. And again, I wouldn't. This isn't a formula that I would pay full price for. Well, firstly, because the form is, in terms of just purely formulation, it's not a favorite formulation. But also, I don't feel, for example, compared to Natasha Denona lipstick, these are like that good compared to what the price is that she's asking from these. But if you're looking for a long-lasting matte lipstick in a bullet form, then this is definitely an option that you should look into, and they will last really long time, so it has that going for them. Last lip product from Pat McGrath. So this is a formula that she had in her holiday lipsticks like quite some time ago. So these are no longer available. I do know you can find these in some like retail locations that do sell her, but on her website these are no longer available. And this isn't as drying as the matte formula, so I think this was like first time that Pat McGrath tried a satin formula. Now she has a full line of satin lipsticks. It would be interesting to see maybe at some point how this compares to the like her current satin lipstick formula, but this is sort of older formulation. So this has sort of, this is more sort of pinky or nude shade that has a quite bright gold shift to it. And I definitely like wearing this more than I do like the matte ones. However, with this one, I will have to say that you do have to apply, when you apply this first time, you do have to like put some layers on, because at first this looked a bit opaque when I applied the first layer of this. So compared to the matte lipstick one, this is something that you will have to put a couple of layers on to have it completely opaque on your lip. But yeah, it's a nice color, and definitely, for example, during springtime, this is a shade that I use a lot because it sort of has the sort of nice gold peachy sheen with the sort of like nice pink color to it. So we have gotten to the last brand of the video. So these are my Fenty lip products. So from Fenty, it's one of my favorites. So I have lip glosses from them, and I do have the liquid lipstick from them. And aside from Natasha Denona bullet lipstick, I think these are one of my higher end favorites. So in terms of the lip glosses, I have had this in a mini before, and this is from a Christmas set couple of years that I am now using up. And this is from their current holiday collection that I haven't opened yet because I have gotten it quite recently. And I definitely say the Gloss Bomb formula general, it is like worth the hype. As I said, the Kiko, for example, the Kiko Milano 3D glosses that I tried recently, I do think that those are quite comparable for this. I even think that the Kiko formula feels a bit smoother than the Fenty one. But I think this is a product that is worth the hype, and if you have the money, then this is something that I would recommend. However, there are good drugstore options. I would even say that I have tried the Maybelline lifter glosses, and I do actually like the scent of those a bit better. And even those are like good alternative for these if you don't want to spend the money on these. But if you want to spend the money on these and you are, for example, a fan of Rihanna, then the lip glosses are definitely worth their price. And the gloss in them and the shade that these come in are all very beautiful. And we're on the last product. So this is the liquid lipstick from Fenty, and I do believe the liquid lipsticks came out, I think a year ago was when the first time Rihanna released this, and recently these had a shade extensions to them. And I have the one more sort of nudier pink shade. However, what I would want to say from these is that these do oxidize on the skin. So they look a bit lighter in the packaging and when you initially apply them, but for example this is a shade that does get 2 shades darker, at least on my skin tone. I don't know how it is with other, if you're more medium or dark skin tone, does the shade sort of also change compared how it looks inside the packaging. But just something that I think these are products that you should definitely go to store, try it to the palm of your hands and wait for a minute to see if it also oxidizes on you. Just so you're, for example, if you want a very pale nude shade, but actually what you're getting then is actually 2 shades darker, so it's no longer nude on you. So I think that is just something that you should be aware of. But I do like this formula. I think this formula is very comparable to the Oden formula. So it is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks formula from the higher end brands. And definitely something that, again, if you have the money to, then you could definitely get these, and I think you would be quite happy with these. And this is again one of those liquid lipstick formulas that does wear off quite nicely, but it's not super drying and it does still last relatively well. And you don't have to worry about that, is it looking patchy during the daytime when it's wearing off. And this is also a liquid lipstick formula that if you reapply it during the daytime, it will not start like looking bad on top of the old layer of the liquid lipstick, unlike, for example, with some other liquid lipstick formulas that I have tried. So here, a last product and within this video, and obviously a keep. Phew, so we're done. This is the last part of the declutter series. So now I have gone through my whole drawer, and as I did say on the cheek product video with foundations and concealers and mascaras, I don't have similar issues with them because I don't collect them unlike I do with other products. And obviously, if you liked the video, then like it, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what did you think about the lip products that I show. Were there some of your favorites? Did you disagree with some of the decluttered products? And also tell that if you have been going through declutter so recently, what have you been keeping and what has been staying in your collection. But other than that, I hope you're having a good day, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye!